Welcome to the Surety Strategy channel. I'm Tracey and I'm glad that you're here. Today's episode is going to be on year-end strategies. Things that you can do now to pre-position yourself and your business for an amazing new year. You've already decided that the government construction stream is where you want to move your business. You have evaluated the risk, found it acceptable, put in policies and procedures so you can run a tight ship, and you're going to do it. That said, there are some things that you should be considering right now as you get ready to close out your fiscal year end. Let's talk about those things. The first idea I'd like to share with you is placing a phone call to your tax preparer, your CPA, your accountant, your bookkeeper. I want you to get them on the phone and I want you to share with them the direction that you're taking your business, right? Hi, this is Tracey. I'm with XYZ Construction Company and I'd like to speak to my tax preparer. I'd like to speak to my accountant, please. Hi Dave. It's nice to hear from you today. I wanted to know if maybe you could come over so that we can have a discussion about where I want to take my business in 2022. Tuesday? Sounds great. See you then. Okay, so now you have the appointment. That's half the battle. What you will need to accomplish when Dave shows up or when your accountant shows up is you need to say to that person, hey, in the past I've done some government construction contracting, or maybe you haven't done any yet, right? But it's your intent to do a lot more next year and you want to be ready. You've already learned that surety bonding relies on 3 C's, character, capital, and capacity. That capital matter is all about money, and it's about how you document the money, i.e. we're talking about your financial statement. What does it say about you? So you want to prepare yourself to say, I am moving into the government construction space because I am, and I know that bonding is the law. I need bonding capacity. I need to be able to qualify for the bonding capacity I want so that I can pursue the opportunities that I see on the horizon. Now, in the past, if your accountant or CPA or bookkeeper or tax preparer, I'm going to call them your financial professional. If your financial professional has delivered amazing tax results for you in the past, the minute you ask them for this, you need to know that you're asking them for a major adjustment. And the reason it's a big deal is because fabulous tax results yield lackluster bond results. And you just said you needed to have great bond results, right? So great bond results cannot come from great tax results. The two are somewhat exclusive. That said, your financial professional is going to have to make an adjustment, right? Now, that said, what are the adjustments we're talking about? Well, number 2 is leaving profits in your company. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, leaving profits in the company. When you leave profit in the company, that has tax implications. But doing so improves or strengthens your net worth. Net worth is one of the ratios that bonding companies consider when establishing bonding support. Yeah, net worth is a key point. It's an introductory point. Working capital is also an introductory point of interest. Both of those items are on the balance sheet. when you leave profits in the company, it impacts your balance sheet favorably, if we're talking about from a surety perspective. And a favorable balance sheet for surety purposes is a favorable balance sheet for your future revenue in government construction contracting. And that's what all of this is about, right? That's why you tune into this channel. That's why you send me comments. That's why we interact, because next year we are about government construction contracting. And we need our financial professional to assist us with that, and we need to make decisions that support the decision you've already made. So you've got the primary decision, which is I'm going into this revenue stream, and then you have these supportive decisions, like I'm going to place a demand on my financial professional. I am going to decide to leave profits in my company. And the third year-end strategy for you is take a look at your underbillings and overbillings. This is the time of year when you really want to try to true things up. Now, when I use the phrase true things up, I guess you may call that zeroing out, right? It is very normal for a small business to have a practice of doing overbillings. Now, overbillings is when you send an invoice to the customer to collect money that exceeds the value of the work that you've done. Yeah, it's a cash management technique. It may even be a project funding technique, especially when the client is a larger GC or a entity that's trying to encourage small business involvement. They may allow you to overbill. As you approach year end though, you don't want to continue to overbill, because if you do, overbillings on your balance sheet are a liability. Increased liabilities create decreased adjusted net worth. And decreased adjusted net worth impacts how much you can qualify for bonding. So you want to make sure that you have an understanding of where you are from an overbilling perspective, and do that today, right? And this is an internal function, something that your internal bookkeeper is handling. The person that sends out your invoices, the person that processes your billings. You want to get into the minutia of how much work has my team performed versus how much I've billed my customer. Now, the opposite of overbillings is underbillings. Underbillings is also very common in small businesses. And the reason it's common is because small businesses love to build things. We love to successfully work toward the end of our projects. However, we come back to the office and we may not be so diligent in sending out our invoices. So an underbilling is I've done the work, but I haven't sent the invoice. So I've earned a right to the money, but I haven't invoiced it. I haven't recognized it as revenue to my company. That's an issue as well. And underbilling on the balance sheet is an asset. However, make no mistake about it. Don't think because it's an asset, I should have a whole bunch of it. No, because the question becomes, why? Why isn't this great construction contractor sending the invoices in a timely fashion? That question, in and of itself, has an underwriter unsure about how you run your business. And that's not what we want. We are committed to the idea of convincing all of the companies that look at our bond program that we run a tight ship. Underbillings that are out of control are a symptom of a system that is not a tight ship. So that's 3 action items for you to do at year end. Call your tax preparer, ask for a meeting, inform them of your need for surety support in the coming year. 2, make decisions to leave profit in your company so that you can build your net worth, improve your working capital, which are both interest points to your bonding company. And 3, manage your overbilling position and your underbilling position so that when your financial statements come out, that they reflect a true and accurate picture of how well your business has performed this year. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in the Opportunity Worksheet on this episode, you know the drill. Send me an email at suretystrategy@gmail.com. Leave a comment below asking specifically for an Opportunity Worksheet. I'll send you the worksheet. It'll have a question or 2 about today's episode on it. You answer the question or 2, send it back to me. I'm actually going to review it with the intent to determine if you actually understood what this whole episode was about. My goal is for it to be tangible for you. And then I'll send you some feedback back. Once you take the feedback, you process it however you need to, and once you're sure that you have confidence about year-end strategies relating to capital, then employ those strategies. Do it, do it, do it, and expect it to work for you. Let's get ready to have an amazing 2022, and I'll see you at the next episode because I have a few other year-end strategies for you in other areas. I'm Tracey, and I am glad you've chosen the Surety Strategy channel. Thanks.